Welcome to our new video on Dew Trap in the series of Learn and Improve for the topic of opening traps and tricks. Our trap today starts with c4, c5, English opening, knight f3, knight c6, normal development, knight c3, and g6, g3, and bishop g7. Everything is normal. Bishop g2, and now e6. When you play g6, it's not preferable to play e6 either, because all these squares start to be a little bit weak or under some threats from the opponent. So try not to play e6 with the g6. As you see, a lot of weak squares around the king. So nothing serious, but better to avoid this kind of formation for now. d4, directly white attack the center, and if black plays c-take and knight b5 and d5, this position is about equal, but this is not what happened in the game. In the game, black took on d4, and this is somewhat tricky or somewhat dangerous for black, because opening the center without protecting the king or castling and behind in development, this is somewhat tricky. So knight take d4 and pawn take d4. Knight b5, of course, attacking the pawn now with a lot of threats, like knight d6 or knight c7, and queen attack d4, and maybe queen maybe will come to a4 and bishop to f4, and with this diagonal, this is very dangerous for black. This is why you don't have to open the game with your king in the center, still in the center. You have to castle first, and then you see what to do. Queen to b6, okay, protecting the pawn on d4. So if white plays e3, it's a little better for him, because now increasing the pressure against the d4 pawn. And if he takes on e3, we play bishop to e3, and we start our action, and our development is better than black. So black must be careful. In the game, white played queen a4, maybe with some threats against the king, and maybe with the pressure on a7, and we see what happened. So now black played knight e7, and this is the bad move. So white continues with his plan, bishop to f4. Now we see all the weak squares, and knight can jump to c7 or d6, preventing the king from castling. So let's see how black react to this plan. Black played e5, attacking the bishop and closing the diagonal from f4 to e8, and without calculating the consequences for this move. So white attack the queen directly. So what to do now? If the queen goes to f6, and this is bad, knight c7 check, of course, king to f8, bishop to d2, of course we cannot give him a piece without any reason, rook to b8, queen a7 attacking the rook, knight to c6 attacking our queen and protecting the rook, bishop take, of course, queen take. Now the queen attacks our rook on h1. So we must be careful always to the opponent threats. Okay, now castle, queen take c7 and bishop to a5, attacking the queen, and now the rook will be lost. So queen c6 and the queen to b8. Okay, in the game, also, if black took on c5, rook to c1 attacking the queen, queen to b6, of course, knight now check, king f8, knight a8, queen b2, and castle. Of course, look to the development of white pieces and the activity, and the passive role of black pieces. And this gives white a big advantage. Pawn take f4, rook to c2, and the queen is lost. So this is the variation could happen, but in the game, the queen retreat to queen d8. Okay, knight d6, of course, preventing the castle of the king. Castling, king f8, and now queen to b3, threatening checkmate on f7. And how to prevent this checkmate? So black cannot prevent the checkmate on f7. For this reason, black resigned. So be careful to your development, to your king safety, and do not make a lot of weak squares around the king, especially in the opening. And thank you for watching, and see you with another trap and trick in the opening.